Hey, okay, let's see what did you have to say about implementing PBL in your class. So 39%, almost half of you did it a few times. It means that you are familiar with the concept. And like more than 70% of you are familiar with the concept, and some of you are actually implementing it on a regular basis. Some of you tried it a few times, and 27% of you are don't know what it is, which is great. It's a great opportunity to learn something brand new and a wonderful, wonderful way to teach English in each and every class that you teach. So without further ado, Amalia, you have the floor.
Okay, first of all, thank you all for being here. And I have to apologize in advance. I have to leave after I make my greetings. I have to leave for another Orchim ומארחים that I also have to open up, but I'll definitely come back here because it's very important for me to be here with all of you. But before I greet, I have to thank the counselors that have put in so much work in building the session today, each and every one of them. And I also especially have to thank Almogit and Nomi for being a part of this exciting session today. I know that in the past, Orchim ומארחים, we opened our doors to everybody to explore and be explored. Now we're opening up windows, and I think windows are much nicer because it's also in the comfort of your own home, and you don't have to travel as well. So, and of course, as you know, as teachers today, if you recall, I think the most powerful learning experience that you had in the past probably involved a project. So, and in this project, that's where you learn how to research, create ideas, work with others, engage in productive learning, struggle, and even revise your work. And this is exactly what will happen today. Through PBL, teachers empower your students. You give them a voice and a choice. Students develop a growth mindset because they see themselves as creators. Due to the risk also of taking and seeking new information through, of course, thinking outside of the box/mask. So with that said, thank you again for being here. And I leave the stage and I give the stage to Nomi, Almogit, Melanie, and all of the 3-4 wonderful counselors that built this. Thank you again, and I'll be back here joining you.
אז אני אגיד תודה לאמליה, נפלאה, ולמלני, שאנחנו עובדים כל כך הרבה שנים ביחד, וכל דבר מרימות את הכפפה, והפעם גם צירפו 4 מדריכות מובילות שלהם, ואני צירפתי את אלמוגית המדהימה, המדריכה שלנו מתחום התקשוב, ובעצם יצרנו משהו חדש. המשהו החדש הזה נולד סביב הנושא של השנה הזאת, שהכל בה מתחדש וחדש, של למידה היברידית, שחלק מהעניין הוא באמת איך יוצרים שיעורים אחרים בלמידה במרחב הדיגיטלי. ופה יש לנו הזדמנות, אנחנו בעצם אמרנו, פיתחו לנו דגמים כל כך מעניינים, כולם מכירים את הנושא של דגמי הגלידה, ואנחנו אומרים, וואו, יש לנו דגמים, בואו נראה איך אנחנו מוסיפים לכל דגם יחידת שיעור ליסודיים, וצוות אנגלית בחר לעבוד בדגם של PBL, שאני חושבת שזה באמת אחד הדגמים היותר שונים שאנחנו פחות משתמשים בהם, וזאת הזדמנות נהדרת, וישב פה צוות והכין עבודה נפלאה, ושכמו שאמליה אמרה, יש פה הרבה בחירה והרבה עבודה עצמית, וילדים שהם יביאו את היצירתיות שלהם לידי ביטוי. אז אני באמת מודה לכל הצוות שעבד פה מאוד קשה, ויש לנו גם אורחת תמר אבני שנמצאת פה מהמטה, המטה שבעצם הוא זה שפיתח את דגמי הגלידות, ונכנסים לכל השיעורים, יש לנו 6 שיעורים, ונכנסים לראות, כי אנחנו רוצים להפיץ את זה בכל הארץ, את היופי הזה ואת החוכמה שאתם הבאתם הנה. אז שיהיה הצלחה, אלמוגית, אמליה, מלני וכל צוות המורות האנגלית שתציינו שמם בבקשה. Good luck.
Okay, Melanie, do you want to start with the PDF?
Let's get started.
Okay.
Let's get started. You're in charge of.
Okay, let's PDF.
Let's get this party rolling here.
Exactly. Okay, so the reason it's in Hebrew, we'll start with this. The reason it's in Hebrew because we wanted it to be available to all teachers eventually, not only English teachers. So don't worry, the teacher's guide is in English, and the model we based our own model, this unit on the original model of Tapuach and Cinnamon, cinnamon and apple, and we want to give credit where credit is due to the developers of this great model. So this is the original model which we built our project on. It's in science, and of course you have it available if you want to take a look at it. So what we'll do today is we're going to take you through this, first of all, the names, thank you for reminding me. So we, Miriam, Veronique, and Hanin, our English instructors of the district, and I'm also an English coordinator in my school. I wore the hat of the Madrichat Tikshuv this time. And of course, Melanie and Amalia, who worked really, really hard with us on this unit. So we will take you through the stages, the workflow of the PBL, which starts with preparation, meeting in class to class, presenting the questions, thinking about the research question. And you see here, what I want you to see here, you don't have to read everything right now. What I want you to see here, and I want to emphasize, is that this unit is applicable whether you are in an online setting, whether you are in class, whether you are hybrid. Some of your teachers are in a bidud, some of your students are bidud, some of your students are in class. Whatever the setting, this is a hybrid setting, whatever the setting is, you can take it and implement it in your class. So it's not for the Corona times, it's for whenever, wherever you want to implement it. So you'll have this available to you as well. And now I'm going to give the baton to Melanie, which will take us through the teacher's guide, which will be in English. So
yes, indeed.
Right, okay. Any questions until now? No, save it to the end.
Okay, you're opening up the teacher's guide, dear?
Yes, of course.
Okay. I just want to remind you all that Argominder's opening up the teacher's guide, as what Amalia had said, that PBL will teach students not only how to do research, how to create ideas, how to work with others, and how to revise their work. So this is the golden thing we should do in class. So here we see in slide 1, we have a comprehensive teacher's guide that's based on a PBL unit. Now remember, as Almogit said, that you can apply this to any holiday, event, or occasion. That means you take what suits your class and you use it. Let's go on to the next slide, lovely lady. In the next slide, the beauty of this unit is that you can use it as is because it is a piece of artwork, or you can apply this to any kind of personal needs that you have in your classroom. Next slide, please.
I want you to pay attention to this icon on the teacher's guide. If you see this icon on the teacher's guide, it means that this slide addresses the teacher. Okay, it's something that you have to do. You have to prepare. It's not something for the students to work on themselves.
Exactly, and don't forget, you can also use this in Google Classroom or just in a regular classroom. Okay, now, here we also include for your reference additional resources for planning the unit. For example, we have a unit planner that you can use. We also have the curriculum for reference, as well as practical tools just to make your life easier. Now in the next 2 slides, here we have the 8 steps, and we will guide you through it. We will hold your hand because each step has a hyperlink and all the work is done for you. So in steps 1 through 4, it begins with how to prepare the students for the unit through engagement and group work, as well as how to develop the research question. As עכשיו, in 5 through 8 steps, we also show you how to aid your students in preparing their work, as well as how to present and reflect on their learning process. Almogit, my love, the baton goes to you.
Okay, thank you very much. So any questions so far before I move on? Okay. בסדר, I never know what to think. If a class is too quiet, I never know what to think. Are they listening to me at all? Or are they really with me?
I think we're just very clear, that's why.
Yeah, I'm going to choose the second option. Okay, so now we're going to experiment a little bit with the...
אלמוגית או מלאני, יש איזה צרצור ברקע, אני לא יודעת אם זה מכם או מישהו אחר, תעשו מיוט לכולם, בבקשה.
אוקיי, רגע. Oh, okay. Yeah?
I think that's better, yeah.
Yeah, it's better. Okay. So what I'm going to do now, and I'm sorry, it's going to take me like 30 seconds because my computer crashed, as I said before this meeting, and I had to switch computers in the last second. So I'm going to, you know what is great? This is a great opportunity to introduce you the environment of the Gmail of the district. You know the Mel Mechozi? Do you know that each and every teacher in the in Haifa district has a Gmail account that belongs to the district, and it can be used with teachers and students, and you can use the Google Classroom, all the benefits of Gmail without you having to moderate it, without you having to be the administrators of it. So if you have your own school domain, great. I have my own school domain as well, but I also have my Mahoz Haifa Gmail, which allows me to share more quickly and easily with other teachers in the Mahoz. And because I have to reopen it now, it's a great opportunity to show you how you can access this great resource. So let's do that. Okay, a live demonstration. Right. Okay, so what I do, I go to Mahoz in Hebrew, תקשוב מחוז חיפה, וזה כל כך טוב שזה לא המחשב שלי, because now I can show you how to really access it.
אלמוגית, הם שינו את דף הבית, נכון?
כן, זה הזמן להגיד ששינינו את דף הבית, הדף הבית משגע, ואתם יכולים להתמצא פה יחסית בקלות.
תראי איזה יופי.
אז לילדים יש עכשיו קוד, הלב הכחול. לפי זה
נכון. מי המצטיינת? אני לא רואה, מאיזה ספר?
אילנה, thank you אילנה.
איזה יופי, הלב הכחול, מצוין.
הלב הכחול. So we go and click on the blue heart of the district, and we go to התחברות לסביבת ענן של גוגל, and there you don't need to know your email address like almogit@. No, I don't need to know that. All I need is my הזדהות משרד החינוך, and with your permission, I will put in my details without you watching. So let me do that for a second. But you all have הזדהות משרד החינוך. I know that you know that. So, רגע אחד. Okay, now I can share with you again. Okay, just 1 second. And we are in. Okay, we can share the computer. We can share the screen again. Okay, so here is my Gmail. You see, it's the same Gmail that you know and you absolutely love. That because who doesn't love Gmail? Come on, it's like the best. Okay, so it looks the same as a regular Gmail. It is more protected. It is a safe environment for the kids, for the students to work in, and you don't need to open for the students. It's already there in the system. You just need to use it. You see here the mifras, I forgot the word.
מגדל הטיל.
Ken, like from Haifa, right? Okay, so I go into my Google Classroom through the, I call it my Belgian waffle, waffle הבלגי שלי. And here I have my environment. Okay, so what we did is accompany this unit with a workflow and a demonstration of how this unit will look like on the Google Classroom for the students. And what is so great about it is that you can have the link to ask to duplicate this class with all its resources for you. Yay! Let me just see who am I talking to. Let me just see who I'm talking to. I want everybody who is familiar with Google Classroom, just thumbs up or give me a smiley face or something like that, just so I will okay, Google Classroom. Okay, great. So okay. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, Google Classroom, please refer to your English coordinator, and the English coordinator will refer to her מדריכת תקשוב and will be able to give you, guide you in your school, into the Google Classroom, which is the best learning environment that I work in.
אני גם כבר אומרת שאם יש פה קבוצה גדולה, אמליה ומלאני, ואנחנו נרצה לעשות עוד שיעור על כניסה לסביבת ענן, שזה יהיה המיקוד שלה ושימוש, אז אנחנו נעשה. אז אתם תבררו, ולאור הצרכים אנחנו נקיים את ההדרכה. לא חייבים גם דרך הבתי ספר.
Perfect.
Okay, yay, thank you. Okay, so here is my Google Classroom. So I won't talk about how the Google Classroom works today, but but I will show and will experiment a little bit with how it works to create a workflow for the students who work on the project. So we have for the teacher, you'll have the teacher's guide here for you available. And we have the getting ready. What do we have in the getting ready? We have vocabulary. It's not private, don't worry. We have vocabulary activities for Passover and Ramadan. So we have printed resources, we have digital resources, and you can go through that and look. What we're going to do now is experiment with one of the best tools to get the students talking about a topic. Okay, and the platform that we're going to use is Flipgrid. Okay, do you know Flipgrid? Yeah? Okay, let me see if you know it. כן, לא? לא, נהדר, איזה כיף, כל כך הרבה דברים חדשים. I'm excited. Okay, so we're going to get ourselves talking about the topic and via the platform Flipgrid. Flipgrid is one of the coolest tools I know to get students talking. This is what I do in my school to get students talking in preparation of their old group. And it works beautifully with younger students because it's so easy to operate. And so in literature, we say, show, don't tell. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to send you a link. First of all, I'm going to show you what you're going to talk about, okay? I'm going to share my screen again. So the activity of talking comes here. with the getting started. The students have gone through the vocabulary and the cultural background, which is super important because without vocabulary, where would we be? And then we are getting it down to business, which means that we have to get them interested and engaged in the topic. So the purpose is to get them talking about so it's here. And the purpose is to get them talking about their own personal holiday, how they celebrate or how they celebrate the holiday in their family, or a cute story from the holiday, stuff like that. And if we go to the presentation, it's here, you see? So the getting ready, it's the same topic, it's the same stage in the workflow as in the classroom. And we have covered vocabulary and cultural context, and then we get the students talking. So I'm going to stop sharing now, and I'm going to give you the link to the Flipgrid platform. And I'm not going to explain how you do it, because you know what? Because it's so super easy. Once you click on the link, you'll see for yourself what to do. Of course, if you get into trouble along the way, you're more than welcome to ask questions, of course. But let's give it a try without any explanations. Just go into the link that I've just sent, and the topic is share a family story about a holiday, be it Passover or Ramadan. Okay? And everybody's going to see your stories, so choose something that you are willing to share. And everybody has like this strange uncle or nephew that embarrass everybody at family dinner, at the family dinners, right? It's not just my family.
No, it's everybody's.
חשבתי רק אני לבד. בסדר? And then when you finish recording, it's like 2 minutes of recording. It's not a big deal. When you finish the recording, I will show you how it looks from the moderator, from the teacher's point of view. I'll show you how easy it is to access the students' answers. And I'm going to stop talking for a few minutes just to give you time to do it and ask questions. So here is me. Keep them quiet.
Just to clear things up, everyone, problem-based or project-based learning has steps.
רגע, שנייה, רגע, אני רוצה להגיד לכם, אם אתם רוצים לצלם, תנטרלו את המצלמה שלכם עכשיו, כי הפליפגריד צריך את המצלמה. סליחה שאני אומרת את זה, בסדר? אז תנטרלו את המצלמה, תחברו אותה פה, ואז תלכו לצלם.
Thanks, I forgot about that. Thank you, thank you.
תנו לאנשים דקה, אחרת זה לא יקרה וזה מדליק.
נכון. Okay, so after they do that, then I'll explain.
Hi everyone.
Just want to check in to see that you got it. If you have any technical questions about the Flipgrid, I'm more than willing to answer.
Hi everyone. Hi everyone. I just wanted to tell you.
Nomi is recording.
I think everybody can hear Nomi recording.
That's great. Can you do that? Because I see 0 responses now. I want to see responses. I want to hear you talking.
Yes, but we need to download it to the phone. If we use the phone, it takes a few minutes.
Okay. Yeah.
Or moments, I don't know.
Yeah. If you use your phone.
I also want to apologize. I'm actually still driving. So I'm listening to everything, but I can't do it right now.
No, don't do it if you're driving.
Definitely.
Definitely not. The first response is in, so join in to the party. Melanie, how much time do we want to give it? Like
just
3 more minutes?
Just give it 1 more minute, and then
I'll show you.
Yes.
Then I'll show the behind the scenes.
Yes.
Three responses. Yay.
נראה לי אלמוגית שאת יכולה לזוז.
Okay. Yeah, okay. So let me show you how it looks behind the scene. It's really cool. This is the dashboard. Let me just mute everybody so you will be with me. Okay. Thank you. Okay, so this is the dashboard where you can see all my grids, all my active boards. We're practicing for the over grid. I'm really excited. And this is our grid. It's called Celebrating a Holiday in My Family. I click on it and then I see your responses, okay? So Alon and Sharon and Rinat and Nomi, and I can click on the person that I want to listen to, and I can listen, I can give feedback, I can share, I can decide that.
Can I have a question, please?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, I just came home now. I was driving also, so I tried to download the application, but it gives me, I wanted to record, but it says enter the join code. How can I get a join code?
You get the join code from me, the teacher, the moderator who opened the board. If you need it, this is the join code, and I'll put it on the chat. But if I give you the direct link, the students do not need the join code. Okay. So that's fine. You have a join code, you have a direct link, you can do a QR code. There are multiple ways to log into that. All the students need is...
אלמוגית, תציגי לנו אחד הסרטונים שנראה.
נעמי, את רוצה להיות זה?
לא, לא חייבת, מספיק שמות.
בסדר, let me share my sound with you. Alon?
It doesn't let me to open. It's quite fun. You can open that.
Yay, thank you.
I guess that now you would know me better. I cannot open my camera now. Why is that happening?
I don't know. I will.
I shall.
It takes a few seconds. You need to stop and again reopen it.
Let's try. I press done and then. All right.
Okay. So let's listen to Alon's family story.
Yes, true story. I don't remember when, but that's... Hello, everyone. I want to share a funny story that happened to me during a Passover meal. Do you know these people that their yarmulke fell into their soup? Well,
let me mute everybody else, okay, so we can listen, right? Okay, where is my mute button? It always goes away. right, mute all. Yes, and we'll give you the proper attention, Alon. Thank you for being brave.
I'm one of those people, but unlike other people, when I try to pick up the yarmulke with my hand, I spilled my soup all over myself. So it was quite, let's say, unique or special. Well, now it's funny. Back then it wasn't so funny. Fortunately, I was in my parents' house, so I had other clothes to wear. Happy Passover, everyone.
Thank you, Alon. Thank you very much for sharing this story. I hope
I just want to say that back then I had hair, so I had no excuse to happen.
And I hope you got a second serving of the soup. It's like,
no, I was traumatized.
Ah, okay. So no more soup for you. Okay, so this is the Flipgrid where you can get students to talk and to laugh and to share stories and to really bring their own voice into the classroom, be it in a classroom or a physical classroom like I'm here right now, or in an online setting. And now I'm going to give the floor back to Melanie, which will continue with the teacher's guide. 1 second, I will give you the floor. In a second. Okay. Right.
Okay, so real quickly, Melanie, before you start, just so everyone will know, my apologies, I had to leave and come back in again. But just so you'll know, this is such a rich pack that we're offering teachers. You can do it in more than 3, 4, 5 lessons. It's a whole unit that you can do. You can pick and choose whatever fits and fits your adapt, moderate in terms of the needs of your class. And what Melanie and Almogit are doing now, and the counselors that once we take you into breakout rooms, they'll give you just a small taste of everything that's offered in this this package of a unit. Thank you, Melanie.
Thank you, Amalia.
Thank you, dear. Can you go to slide 7, darling?
Yes, of course.
Okay, here you have the topic introduction. We have 3 questions that you can use. How did we celebrate the holiday or the event or the occasion in the past? How do we celebrate it today? And how do you think we will celebrate it in the future? And also, if you look on your right-hand side, there's also a Jamboard. You just press that. And when you open that up, you will see a graphic organizer that will make the work easier for the students. And also that you see each time you make your own copy and you can use it for your class in your Google Classroom. So everything is prepared. You do not have to invent the wheel. Just take whatever you need. Okay, let's go back now. Yofi, now we're on the next slide. In addition to help you out and make your life easier, we also have a guide through which, in order to do the class preparation for group work. What does that mean? We're offering you ways in order to do class division, how to do project goal and the process, as well as rubrics for assessment. Friends, it's all there. We're helping you in order to implement this project. And finally, on slide number 9, we also have a student checklist in order to help them organize themselves in order for them to succeed more in this unit. Almogit, my love?
I just want to say something about the student checklist. It's a student's version of rubrics, and there is no PBL, no project-based learning without rubrics. And there are 3 suggestions here of how to build rubrics. Thank you. Examples for a student. My personal favorite is the single point rubric. It has revolutionized the way I design rubric and give feedback for the students. I really, really want you to go in the link and it's not my idea. It's a Cult of Pedagogy. If you know the blog, she is an amazing educator, and she explains here what are the single points rubric, and it's really made the rubric more accessible for students and to work with. So you can pick, as Amalia said, you can pick and choose and learn and moderate. Just don't forget the rubric.
Definitely.
That's the most important thing. Rubric is life. Okay. Now, moving on. So we have worked on vocabulary and cultural background, and we asked the questions to get the students into the topic, and they talked and they exchanged ideas and stories, so they're in there. And maybe you did a presentation with their pictures from the holidays as suggested in one of the slides. And now it is time to go into the research itself. And in order to demonstrate how you can lead the students into research, even young learners, we have prepared a nice activity, a really cool activity that you can take into class using the KWL chart. So what is the KWL chart? I'm going to show you. The KWL chart is the what I know already and what I want to know, and finally, what I have learned. So we're going to break you. The purpose of this activity is to get you to write your research question as if you were the student. Okay? So you have here the 3 questions that Melanie presented, the 3 questions that get you to think about the topic. And what we wanted to do in the breakout rooms is to think as a group about a research question that interests you, that you would like to explore.
As if you're a student.
As if you're a student, thank you. For example, how did my grandparents celebrate the holiday? How do we celebrate the holiday with my quarantined family? And once you have the research question, you go to this Jamboard. Jamboard is really a great platform to share ideas with students. And you go into the platform, everybody could see your answer, okay? You go into this Jamboard and you write your question there. You see, what is your research question? Double click on a sticky note to write your answer. So you double click, you write your research question, Shmira or save, whatever your interface is, and we'll be able to share our research question. And if you have time in the breakout rooms, you start filling in the chart. What I want, what I already know about my research question, and what I want to know about my research question. So this model helps students organize their thoughts, and it serves to alleviate the tension of, oh my God, I have to do research now. What does it mean? I don't know. I have so many possibilities. No, you think of the questions and they lead you through the research. So are you ready to go into breakout rooms? I know you have been waiting for this all session. I know, I can see your faces. Yes, you did. So in each session, in each breakout rooms, and there will be an English instructor to help you and to guide you through it. Okay?
Almogid, also include the link.
Yes, of course. Yes, thank you. Yeah. Link. I've prepared the link in advance. Okay, link.
So everybody copy the link so you can.
Okay, so you can use the link that I have posted right now in the chat. And now we said 4 breakout rooms, right? Melanie?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, I got it. Yeah. And breakout rooms in it. Okay, 4. So So I'm going to assign automatically, and I'm going to switch rooms if needs be, to get you into the correct rooms, the instructors, I mean. Okay, let's do that. So room number 1. Okay, so I'm going to open the rooms, go into your rooms, and then we'll sort the instructors out. Okay.
So Al-Mugid, go into the room that says here or wait?
Which room does it say?
It says 4. Go
okay,
4.
Great, 4. So Miriam is on 3, so you can go on 4, and I need someone for 1 and 2. Okay, Veronique.
Veronique, you're leading a group. You're reading a room, Nahan?
Yeah, I put her, Veronique, I've put you in room number 1.
You're muted. You're muted. We can't hear you.
Still muted, Veronique.
You're muted. We can't hear you. And frozen.
And frozen. Okay. So the teachers that are staying in, I call it the living room. In the living room, does it mean that, okay, they're
going in. Yes, we have Tamar, Rima, Maha, and Tali. They're probably going to the rooms as well.
Okay.
Unless they're not with us.
This is an option too.
Or they can't hear us. Rima, Maha, Tali, and Tamar, if you can hear us.
Tali is the מדריכת תקשוב.
Ah, how are you, Tali?
And Tamar is from the Mate, I think.
Kol hakavod. So we have just Rima.
And Rima, I'm not familiar with.
I think she's a teacher. Okay.
Okay, so we're going to give them 5 minutes.
Yes, 5 minutes, and then they come back here, and then after that I leave for the other group. I have 3 Orchim.
But we are the best group ever.
Yes, you are, definitely. Of course you are.
What is your second group about?
It's the curriculum.
I finished the
curriculum in Ort Motzkin, and the third one is students' work.
3?
Elementary. Yes, I'm popping into 3.
The students present their work. איזה יופי, אוי, זה ממש כיף. יואו, איך אני אוהבת לראות תלמידים מציגים.
Yes. And small kids, elementary. So I don't want to miss that as well.
לא, זה חייב.
Eti is also from the Mate?
And I don't know. Eti, are you with us?
And Rima, are you with us? Eti left. Rima
maybe is not. Okay. Let's see what's going on in the
breakout rooms.
The jump board. No, I want to see the jump board.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go.
Let's see. Do we have any questions yet? No.
No. But I see people are in there, so they're working. Jamboard is great. Jamboard is, there's so many awesome templates out there.
Nahon, you're absolutely right. We wanted something also for the, when we did the Able Kit, and we found out that Jamboard was the easiest for students to
Yeah, they
on.
immediately take to it.
Even though we didn't want them to write, we wanted to see their handwriting. So we thought about whiteboard. We thought about other things. But the first thing that came to my mind was Jamboard. But then I said, no, we need to see their handwriting.
So you need something. So they need to scan it or.
Yeah, show their notebooks. Yeah.
Come on, where are the questions? Ine, how are grandparents?
Do you want to flip through the rooms and tell them they don't have a lot? Yeah. Flip through the rooms and tell them we don't have a lot of time, so have them write their questions.
Yeah. Okay.
Tell them it won't be saved. These are questions that they write and they just examples. Tali, are you with us? Tali Markovich, how are you?
Okay, break rooms are closing, and while everybody, I met somebody for my former שבט בצופים. It was great. Trip down memory lane. And so while you're joining in the living room, as I call it, it's a wonderful time to share your work. Okay. See the colors? See how wonderful it is to have the cumulative work of everybody together. This is one of the reasons I love Jamboard. It makes the eyes happy. Okay. So,
this is my screen, Ramadan.
No, this is my screen.
Okay. No, Ramadan. I was in this group. That's the point. Okay.
But we have put everything on one Jamboard.
Okay.
כולם ביחד. So you see how you can share ideas, you can brainstorm, you can differentiate using the Google tools. And I really enjoyed seeing you at work and reading your research question. And one of the groups say that, hey, Almogit, it's hard to think about a research question. And yes, this is the hardest part of any research project. Coming up with a good research question, it's the hardest thing. And I tell that to my students all the time. It's not like, oh, שלום, בוא נכתוב שאלה. לא, צריך לחשוב על זה. You have to think about it. You have to come up with a few bad ideas in order to get to the good ideas. And it's all part of the learning process. So thank you for sharing. And you'll have the questions to use if you need ideas. But let the students really think about it hard. Okay. Melanie, do you want to continue with the teacher's guide?
Now we're going back to the teacher's guide, to slide 11, dear.
Yeah. Okay.
ليش ما حتين قلت لك ظبطي وخلاص.
أنا نسيت كلام على الميوت.
خلاص ما هني صح. ريحان جميل جدا قلت لك
ولا.
Everybody is on mute. If you want.
Okay, let's go down to slide 11, dear.
Okay. Yeah.
Now, remember we had said that we created this teacher's guide, this unit, in order to make your life so much easier. So here we have a choice board for research. That means students can read a text, they can choose to watch a podcast, as well as looking at a video as well. But in addition to the research, there's a choice board as well for the main product, for the work that the students will be doing. So here they can create a visual where it can be a comic strip, an animated video. They can create an audio using Voki, which is lovely. I love to use that. Or they can create a model with different ideas and being more creative. Over to you, dear.
Choice is one of the staples of PBL. So choice is present. Choice is there when they write a research question. Choice is how to do the research. We give them different pathways, as Melanie explained. They can listen audio, they can watch a video. And we give them choice how they want to present what they have learned. So choice, do not override choice. It's younger students as well as older ones need the choice to express themselves.
And don't forget that even the choice boards now, more than ever, we give the students the opportunity to also pick and choose what level they're in and what, you know, the average of the level, if it's a higher average, if it's a low average, or if they'd like to do all, to choose all three or more than one. So here, giving them a choice, you also give them the opportunity to be independent learners. And that's exactly what we want in the end, for our students to also become independent learners.
Thank you. And last but not least, how do we put everything together? So remember that we're talking about a hybrid setting, meaning maybe we're in class, maybe we're online, maybe we do both. And I like doing both. And putting it all together, first of all, you have example of digital projects on the inspectorate site. Stay up to date. I know you all know it. And you can click on this link and see the wonderful products other teachers have already put together for high school, for junior high, for elementary. You can get inspiration from here. And going back here. So how do you put everything together? We suggest creating a virtual space. I'm sure that at least some of you heard the terms מרחב למידה פיזיטלי. נכון? תעשי לי ככה, או לא. רגע, אני צריכה לראות את הפנים שלכם בשביל זה. Did you heard the term? מרחב למידה פיזיטלי, אני רואה פה שפרה מעניינת ושרון כן, יופי. אני רואה, יופי. Okay, so creating a physical space is a great way to bring forth the students' products and their voice. And it stays, it doesn't remain within the classroom, within the confinement of one single period when they presented their project, but it stays and you can share it with parents and other teachers. And it really makes the students feel proud. And what do I have on my screen now? This is the best guide I know for creating מרחב פיזיטלי, for creating a physical space. It's in Hebrew, right? But it's so worth it because you have everything here. First of all, כלים קטנים גדולים, if you're interested in תקשוב and working with technology, of course you are. So כלים קטנים גדולים, it's the leading blog in Israel to follow. And here you have a direct link to מרחב למידה פיזיטלי, and you can watch a video, you can read posts about it, and you can see examples. And I'll just show you one example so you understand what I'm talking about if you are not familiar with מרחב למידה פיזיטלי. Let's see what Matach did for one of their conventions. It's they take a picture. Okay, they take a photo and they make it, מרחב למידה פיזיטלי connects the physical and the virtual. So they take a physical photo, physical space, and they put links on it. If you want to go into a history class, you click on this and you can go into the activity. And the activity can be anything. The activity can be a Zoom session, a link to a Google form, a website, whatever you choose the activity to be. And if you're talking about students' presentations, so instead of Kitat Historia, you'll have Guy and Moshe, and you'll have Shani and Omri, and you can put in their products here. And so for the so this is how you create an exhibition. So you have here so you can look at the examples and get inspired. And you have here the leading tools for creating a virtual space. So if you're savvy or you really want to get to the thick of things, use Genially. which is a great tool, but a little bit complicated. If you want to keep it more simple, you can use ThinkLink, you can use מרחבים סנונית, which is a ready-made physical space for you. You just put in your content, and that's it. And זהו. רגע, one more thing. Please bear with me for one more minute. The last stage of the project, don't skip it. The last stage of the project is reflection. So important for learning, having the student reflect on the process, on their learning, on their strengths and weaknesses and whatever. And you can use Jamboard, you can use Flipgrid, you can use stimulating questions, you can do it in whatever form you want, but don't skip this stage, because it really helps students to transfer the skills that they have learned in this project to other projects that they do, that they will do in their learning. And that's it. Thank you very much.
Amalia, would you like to do the closing, dear?
Trying to unmute myself. There we go. Okay, first of all, thank you, Almagid, for putting everything all in place. Again, we present you with a model, with a model of many lessons, a unit model that you can take, adapt, use to your own class, your own needs. It's about holidays, events, and occasions, but of course you can change it. You have examples from two major holidays that are coming around the corner now, which is Passover and Ramadan. Of course, several other holidays are also coming up, so you can pick and choose whatever you'd like. And of course, even occasions, and even not only that, you can also take the idea of a problem-based, project-based learning experience and also make use of another idea in it. Everything is there for you to use. I'd also like to thank the four counselors that worked on everything in the content there, and they're here with us, Veronique and Miriam and Khaneen, and of course, I cannot express my thanks enough to Melanie for putting everything together, and of course, Almogit with her fantastic background in technology for presenting it to all of you. So thank you again. Be well, stay safe, and Chag Sameach.
Before you go, thank you, Amalia and Melanie and the English team. Thank you of instructors. Thank you very much. Just one thing before you go. I've posted on the chat a request to duplicate the Google Classroom. So you can fill it in and you'll have everything there, the teacher's guide, the activities, the workflow in the classroom. Use it and tell me how it went.
And before I do forget, Nomi, because if it wasn't for you and us working together, we wouldn't have come up with this idea. So thank you,
Nomi.
Thank
you, Nomi.
איזה כיף. מה שנקרא יוזמות מהשטח, תראו כמה גבוה הם יכולים, לכמה כל כך הרבה מורים. ושוב אני אומרת, אמליה, אלמוגית, מלני וכל צוות האנגלית, במידה ואתם רוצים עוד הדרכה על זה, אנחנו נפנה עוד מפגש. זה מאוד חשוב לנו שזה יוטמע, ובאמת ה-PBL הזה זה הזדמנות אחרת, ללמידה חווייתית, ואנחנו מאוד היינו רוצים שזה ייכנס עם כל ההכנה המעולה שעשיתם. Thank you very, very much,
Thank you.
זהו, תודה, אז חג שמח.
Bye everyone, be well, bye bye.
אלמוגית, אני תכף מתקשרת אלייך, ביי.
אוקיי, אני משאירה קצת את המפגש פתוח למי שרוצה להעתיק את הקישור.
בסדר.
ועוד דקה, אני רואה שכולם יצאו, ואז אני...
Thank you very much, dear.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. It was amazing, really.
Thank you.
Such a good things, really. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
תודה.
Bye.
ביי. אוקיי, כל מי שרצה לצאת יצא?
רגע, זה נראה... ורוניק, תודה רבה.
תודה, ורוניק.
תודה רבה.
אילנה, הכל בסדר?
כן, פשוט מיליתי את הזה,
את הטופס, יופי.
את הטופס, כן. היה ממש יפה. עכשיו, אם אני רוצה להיכנס לזה, איך אני מוצאת את המדריך ואת הכל? או שזה רק בטופס הזה?
את תקבלי למייל את הגישה לכיתה המשוכפלת.
בסדר, אוקיי, בסדר גמור. היה ממש יפה, שתדעי לך, אהבתי.
תודה.
שתביני, אני 36 שנים במערכת.
וואו.
לא נראה, אבל זה מה יש. ובאיזשהו מקום, המורים היותר מבוגרים הם פחות טכנולוגיים. ואני החלטתי שאני לא מוותרת על זה.
לא צריך.
לא מוותרת על זה, ושוברת שיניים ומצליחה. זה הקטע.
זה בדיוק הגישה.
ואת יודעת מה הקטע? שאת פתאום מקבלת תחושה מה התלמיד הכי חלש מרגיש בכיתה.
נכון.
זה אחד לאחד. זה היה בית ספר הכי טוב במשך 36 שנה.
את כל כך צודקת, לגמרי.
אז זהו, אז שיהיה לך תודה רבה על הכל.
תודה.
בסדר? ביי ביי.
ביי ביי. זהו, נעמי, אנחנו לבדנו. אני אעשה stop recording.